I once believed I had found my forever. When I married my husband, I thought I was stepping into a love that was pure, a love that would protect me, cherish me, and grow with me. He was charming, attentive, always telling me how beautiful I was. He would stare at me like I was the only woman in the world, and I thought I was blessed. For years, our marriage seemed normal and perfect. He encouraged me to relax, to just be myself around him. He told me I didn't need to hide anything because he loved the real me. I smiled at those words, never realizing they carried a hidden meaning. The truth began to unravel slowly, like a thread pulled from a sweater. At first, it was small. I noticed how glued he was to his phone and laptop. Whenever I entered the room, he would quickly minimize his screen or tilt the device away. I brushed it off as work. After all, he provided for us, and sometimes, in marriage, you have to respect privacy. But then came the strange moments. One afternoon, I was dressing in our bedroom and I felt washed. I turned quickly, expecting to see him at the door, but no one was there. The feeling stayed with me. Even in the shower, even when I was alone in the house, it felt like invisible eyes followed me. I tried to shake it off. Maybe it was my imagination. But the unease kept growing. One evening, while tidying up the bedroom, I accidentally knocked a photo frame off the dresser. As I picked it up, something strange caught my eye, a tiny blinking light behind the frame. My heart skipped. I pulled it out and realized, with shaking hands, that it was a camera. I froze. My pulse raced. Why would there be a hidden camera in our bedroom? Panic pushed me to search the room. I found more, tucked behind books, hidden in the corner of the ceiling, and, to my horror, even one in the bathroom. My home, my safe space, had become a prison of unseen eyes. I waited for him to come home that night, my stomach twisted in knots. When I confronted him, my voice was trembling. At first, he laughed lightly, brushing it off. "Oh, it's just for us," he said smoothly. "I like keeping memories. Don't you see how beautiful you are? I want to remember everything." But his explanation didn't sit right. Memories. Why hide them from me? Why keep them secret? I decided to look deeper. The next day, while he was at work, I searched his laptop. And that's when my world collapsed. There, hidden in plain sight, were folders upon folders filled with videos of me. Not just one or two, but dozens, hundreds. My most private, vulnerable moments captured without my knowledge. And then, worse, I discovered he had uploaded them. To websites. To strangers. Thousands of eyes had seen what I thought belonged only between husband and wife. I cannot describe the feeling. My heart didn't just break, it shattered into pieces too small to ever put back together. I felt stripped, exposed, betrayed in a way that went beyond infidelity. This wasn't just cheating, it was selling my soul, my dignity, my body, for money. When I confronted him again, my voice shaking with rage and pain, he finally dropped the lies. He begged me to understand. "I needed money," he said. "I never meant to hurt you. I was desperate. People pay for this, and it was easy. Easy. To betray the woman who trusted you. To use my body without consent, to profit from my shame. There was no apology big enough, no excuse deep enough to cover the violation I felt. I stood in front of the mirror that night, staring at my reflection through swollen, tear-filled eyes. I whispered to myself, this is not love. This is not marriage. This is a prison I must break free from. Living wasn't easy. My heart wanted to cling to the man I thought I knew, but my spirit knew better. I packed my bags in silence, ignoring his pleading. I walked out of the house that had turned into a cage of betrayal, and with every step, I felt the chains fall away. Healing was slow. For weeks, I couldn't sleep. I felt ashamed, though I had done nothing wrong. I jumped at shadows, felt suspicious of every look from strangers, wondering if they had seen me online. But with time, with prayer, with support from loved ones, I began to reclaim myself. And one day, I woke up, looked in the mirror, and for the first time, I didn't see a victim. I saw a survivor. Trust is sacred. Once it is broken, nothing is ever the same. Betrayal cuts deepest when it comes from the one closest to you. Privacy and dignity are priceless, never let anyone take them away. Walking away is sometimes the only path to healing. Real love protects, it never exploits. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.